Today I'm going to be doing a review of this Easy Auto premium hardtop trifold truck bed tonneau cover for the 2005 to 2015 Toyota Tacoma 6-foot bed, and it is available on Amazon for $399.95 plus free shipping. It's made by this company called Easy Auto. I could not find any reviews. There was only one review at the time that I bought it. So basically what you get some brackets. You get these little rail system brackets. You get this sheet of paper. That's your instructions. I scanned it in so you could take a look at it. They are not the best. This is one of the downsides to it, is it gives you a few illustrations of how the system works, how the locking system works and so forth, the latches, and they kind of just expect you to kind of know what you're doing. As with any tonneau cover installation, if you watch different videos on them, you'll unfold it or what have you, make sure everything's square, and you'll lock down, or you'll set the cab side panel, you'll lock down. Now here's some footage of me taking the tab off the end of the stock rail system. You can take your cleats out. You can use your cleats, and another thing to know is this is meant for the stock rail system that the Tacoma offers. This is not something that you have to modify anything. It just goes right in the rail system. You can put your cleats wherever you want them. Here's the brackets and kind of how it works. The latch system just basically tucks into that. Here's a closer look of it. It is kind of a wonky deal. I don't know why they put the bolts on one side of it and didn't put, make it so that the lip goes to the middle. But this is how it works. You set your bracket up, it locks into that bracket right there. Now what I recommend you do, and what I did, is I got in the bed and did them one by one. That was a mistake. You don't need to do it like that. You can do it very quickly. Just do your 3 on the one side, get them close. Don't just get them slightly snugged and go to the other side, do your 3 there, get them close, and then get in there and then torque everything down once everything's aligned. Do not get in there and do everything one by one. That just takes forever. There's no reason. You can do it all from the bedside. This is the one thing, the only downside to this system that I didn't care for, is that the latch itself is made out of a hard plastic, and I don't know how long that'll last. I'm up in the northern part of the country, and it gets really cold, and I could see that breaking in the middle of winter. So if you're a person that is needing to take this bed off all the time and things like that, it may not work too good for you. You may want to look into something, put a little bit more money into it. But for $400, the tonneau cover itself is very durable. It seems pretty tough. I would definitely feel comfortable throwing a couple of sheets of plywood on it and strapping it down or something. I mean, I don't feel like it's cheap. The only thing that is cheap to me is the latch itself, that plastic latch. And I don't know if there's maybe a third-party vendor that sells latches, or if you can have a friend fabricate the latches out of aluminum, would probably be a lot better, would probably last longer. But as far as the installation goes, you get those latches in, the first 2 in, you get it all squared up. Your weather stripping, here I am putting the weather stripping. This is another thing you get. The 3M tape is not the best. You wipe everything down with alcohol. There is no drain system. So if you're, a lot of the higher end models have a drain system in them. There is no drain system here. I put my weather stripping on the inside lip, and I'm just hoping that the rain water will go in that lip that's on the other side in between the 2 lips and drip out the bed. But if you're wanting a drain system, there is none. It's not too big of a deal for me because I really don't I'm not planning on keeping something that watertight. You know, if I have something that needs to be watertight, I'll throw a couple of totes in. But here's another closer look at it from the underside. Again, this is meant for the Tacoma rail system. This is not a deal where you modify anything. There's no drilling required. It says, you know, installation in a few minutes. I wouldn't say that, but if you here I am putting the cleats in. And again, you can use the cleats with it. You just have to decide where you want to put them, and then put them in as you know, if you want to put them in after the first bracket, put one in there, and then put your rail system pieces in, and then put another one in. Or I put mine in the back by the tailgate, just because I don't figure I'll really be strapping anything down way deep inside the bed. I'll do all my strapping at the edge by the tailgate. Here's another view of what that looks like. You put the two lugs in there, and then the two longer brackets. If you're wondering, when you get this thing, you're going to get small brackets that are about 2 inches wide, and then you get these other longer brackets that are probably about 8-9 inches long. Those longer brackets go to the side where the tailgate is. But here's the overall view of it. It is a nice cover for $400, and it does what it needs to do. Don't expect $1,000 tonneau cover. It would have been, you know, definitely, if you want to spend the money and get the higher end models of it, they have a hinge system. It's kind of like a freezer locker door that kind of, you drop the tonneau cover into, and it actually locks in place. You can actually open it up from the outside. This here, you have to actually open up the tailgate to access the tonneau cover. But again, it was a good buy for $400. I would definitely recommend it, and I hope this review helps you out.